So let's get straight into it. You are a self-taught photographer and you are trying to level up your skills, and you're also asking yourself some questions. Can I be a great photographer by being self-taught? Can I capture images like every other pro photographers, even as a self-taught photographer? Yes, you can. Hi, my name is Daniel, and I am a wedding and portrait photographer. And I can tell you today, I am totally self-taught. Yes, I learned photography on my own. Starting out my journey as a photographer wasn't easy. I could not pay for classes or courses. It was scary because I would see all these amazing images and I would think of how can I create this? How do I get to this level of capturing or understanding the language of photography? But I made some research and I came across some things that helped me level up as a self-taught photographer, which would also help you. Number one, take advantage of your social media, YouTube. I dug a serious rabbit hole down YouTube, learning from a lot of creators. Within the niche at which you want to build yourself or grow as a photographer, as a self-taught photographer, get photographers within that niche which you love their jobs, love their art, or love their style of photography. Don't just look at their images, but analyze their images. Analyze the lighting pattern, the composition, the edits. Pay attention to the details, what makes up that image what it is. Don't just look at how beautiful the image is, analyze the image. Number two, try to study your equipment. It's very important. A lot of photographers have spent so much money on getting expensive gears, but know little on how to use it. It's really not about the gear. I can always say this. It's really not about the gear. Yes, the gear is going to make the job easy, but it's 70 to 80% about you and how you manipulate your gear to get the end results at which you want. I can tell you that there are so many photographers that use the low-end gears to create images better than the high-end gears, photographers with the high-end gears. Yes, I experienced this. Starting out my journey as a photographer, I didn't have the opportunities to get high-end gears. I used the low-end gears. I started with the Canon 60D, and I used the Canon 60D to shoot weddings, shoot portraits, full-day weddings, and I was still achieving amazing images that could likely compete to some of the pro-level photographers or some of the photographers who are actually using the high-end gears. So I would say try as much as possible to study and understand your gear. It's very important. Embark on personal projects. Don't just wait. Don't just sit. Understand that the process of growing as a self-taught photographer will need a lot of investment in learning. And in order to learn and practice, you have to invest in personal projects. Invest in personal projects. Plan modeling shoots, plan wedding shoots, play around with your lighting, try shooting in black and white, try shooting in different mood, try using natural light. Your personal project should be a learning curve towards growing as a self-taught photographer. This will help you. Another thing I would want to add to this, another bonus point I would want to add to this is try as much as possible as much as possible to put out your work. Don't just shoot. When I started out, I didn't create the best of images. When I started out, I didn't create the best of photos. If you go through my Instagram, Palette Photography, you swipe down, you would see that the first set of images that were being posted there were not perfect. But I kept going. In the process, I evolved. Being a self-taught photographer is all about trial and error. When you try and it doesn't work, you go back, you sit back and think of the things you could do better to improve, either by lighting, either by your edits, either by composition, and improve, then come back again. Always share, because when you share, you will get opinions from people around you on how you could do better. Invest into editing. Now, this is the part of photography that a lot of people don't invest in. Editing your images will help take a good image to a wow image. Don't get me wrong, 75 to 80% of the things are being done in camera, but the other parts, the other percentage is left for your post-processing, which is your edits. Editing your image is going to give it that artistical enhancement you need. You can't just capture an image. When I started my photography earlier, I didn't really know how important editing was until when I had to pay attention to it, to the mood, to coloring, to color grading, to retouching, to skin tones. It stepped up my game. I would create an image, and after editing, it makes it even more amazing. So invest into your editing skill. Now, one more thing I want to add to this video. There are a long list of things that I can go on and on, but these are the major things you need to pay attention to. In a later video, I'll be sharing more on how you can find your niche as a photographer. But one thing I want to tell you in this video is you can become a great photographer. You don't have to pay for expensive courses. Especially now that we have AI, we have a lot of things online that could help us learn. On YouTube, there are a lot of creators like me that are out there teaching for free. So don't waste your money trying to get things you can easily get online, because I know a lot of photographers are really struggling to grow. If you have the money to invest in learning, I don't say that is bad. It's not bad, it's good. But for photographers that are still trying to build their self pace by pace and maybe reinvest their money into buying equipment, believe me, you can still learn personally and grow as a photographer. I'm self-taught. I learned everything online. I've joined photography communities. You can join communities, you can join groups. You can learn from other photographers' settings. A lot of things are out there. Don't give up on your dream. Photography gave me a purpose. Photography gave me a voice. Photography has made me partly who I am today. I could say photography is one thing that my voice came from photography. So photography could be your own voice too. Don't give up on your dreams, your goals of becoming a great photographer. You can do it. You can drop down in the comment section below whatever you're struggling with as a self-taught photographer or whatever challenges you have, and I'll respond to every comment. Cheers. See you on the next one.